Hello, I am Jong De Castro. I am the developer of UnEMR. I am going to show you a few things about the resources of UnEMR. So first, log in. It will bring you to this provider login page, which is for doctors. So notice that I already have my email address pre-populated along with my password. That's because I saved it on my browser by clicking Remember Me. So all I have to do is log in. And you will come to this landing page, which is the provider page. Again, you can see that it's empty because there are no patient records. But I wanted to talk a little more about the network providers list and the doctor resources. So first, the network providers list. And essentially, this is a list of providers or doctors that are using an EMR. So you can glimpse everybody that is signed up with an account with UnEMR. And right now you can see that there's about 56 users, including this test user account that I'm using. You can search the name of doctors by last name, and it will show you the search results. So to get back to the general list, you just remove the and you'll get the same list as we started, which is everyone. And you can see that there's 25 uh, uh, providers out of 56 in this page, and you can control the number of providers that are listed in the page by the those controls on the top of the table, and so you can see you'll have a list of everybody. So again, they have different specializations and fields of practices. So let's go back to maybe even 10 per page. So you can see you can even navigate with these arrows. So this is now page 2, and you can go back. So you're back to page 1. So you can add a filter. For example, you want a field of practice is internal medicine, and you can just put internal, and there's nobody actually, so let's try it again. So let's add a filter. Field of practice contains internal, and add it. And so you can see everybody who's using UnEMR who are in the field of internal medicine. So you can remove the filter, and you'll get everybody again. So the reason this list is here is so that you can find providers that you can refer your patient to. And we'll go back to the referral process. Well, we'll go to the referral process when we get into entering patient data. So the other thing that I wanted to show you is the doctor resources page. And I've mentioned this in an earlier video. And let's just try using the drug interaction checker. When you click it, it will bring you to the Medscape page. And here you can enter, let's remove, those are like presets that I did. So let's try a drug, simvastatin, and you can enter generic as well as brand names. So let's try a second drug. Let's say, okay, this one. And you can see that it'll give you an interaction. So like a guideline. So you can check your patient's prescriptions to see if there are any interactions. We can try and put, maybe we can remove amlodipine and enter aspirin. And so you can see there are no interactions. So these two are safe drugs to combine. So that's drug interaction checker. You can look up ICD-10 codes and use them to code your diagnosis. So for example, maybe we can enter tuberculosis, and we can do a search, and you can see you can immediately find um, the codes, and the codes are here, for example, from A15 to A19, and you can see these are the subcodes. So you can just use these codes, so and use them to classify your diagnosis. Let's go back. You can go and look for publications. Let's say cancer, and here you have scientific publications on cancer. You can use Medline instead, and it brings you to a different interface, and you can see, so here's your stuff on cancer. Let's go back, and you can look at PhilHealth, and it loads very slowly. Oops. Well, let's see if it loads. Okay, here you go. Here's PhilHealth and all the announcements. You can even have ICD-10 codes, etc., etc. Another thing is FDA, or maybe DOH Philippines is a good one. See, so you can find the latest about latest information on that's on the radar of the Department of Health in the Philippines. So if you want to go international, you may want to go to the Centers for Disease Control, and you can get to their web page, and you can see what they're busy with. So these are your resources, the network providers list, as well as the doctor resources. And now we can go back to the patient's records. Thank you.